is Jessica, and I'd like to thank you for joining the CCMS tutorial. It's brought to you by the Salvation Army Croc Centers of the Western Territory. Today we will be covering how to transfer a student into a new class from RMS. Let's go ahead and get started. In many instances, when you are transferring a student into a new class, it might be advantageous to do so at the kiosk by issuing a refund for the original class and reselling a new class to that customer. In some cases, however, it's easier to just simply have a coach or an instructor pop into the back end of CCMS into RMS, Rec Management Software, and conduct the transfer. Let's go ahead and go into RMS. And in order to transfer a student from one roster to another, I'm going to go ahead and first look for the class that the student is currently enrolled in. I'm going to go to Classes List. Let's go ahead and select our Church League. We'll go ahead and select the one class that's available, and we have landed at our roster. We'll now select the student who needs to be transferred into a new class. We'll go ahead and send Jack Johnson. Looks like he paid $100 for this class. And we're going to go to the lower right hand side and hit the transfer button. So we'll say transfer. And now we need to select the class that we want to send Jack to. I can go ahead and filter by season or by category. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it with all. It looks like that Jack wants to go to the basketball clinic. So we'll go ahead and select that one. And we'll select the November option. Hit next. And now we have a little bit of reading to do. So it says, are you sure you want to transfer Jack Johnson to the basketball clinic in November? Before completing the transfer, you must specify how much of the amount paid for the original class should be transferred to the new class. The amount transferred can be between $0 and the amount paid, even if it's more than the price of the new class. Any remaining balance for the new class is shown based on the price of the new class and the amount that is being transferred to it at this time. The balance can remain for the customer to pay, or it can be changed to any amount down to $0, which would remove the balance due from the customer and they would be considered paid in full. So what we see here is that originally Jack paid $100 for the Church League. Now, it just so happens that Church League has been going on for a while. It's actually 44% completed. So maybe we don't want to actually transfer the full $100 over to the new basketball clinic. Now, according to this system, 44% of that would be $55.57. You can change this to any amount you want up to $100. So let's just say we want to go ahead and transfer the whole amount. Now when I transfer the $100, if I click on New Class Balance, it will adjust to show that the customer will have a remaining balance due of $12.50. If you want to collect on this balance due, definitely leave that number in that field. If, however, you decide that you want this customer to show up as paid in full, you would go ahead and zero out the New Class Balance field. Next, we'll go ahead and hit Complete Transfer. It says I am about to transfer $100 and Jack Johnson into the new class B-Ball 124, the basketball clinic. The customer will owe an additional $0 towards the new class. Am I sure I want to transfer? We'll go ahead and hit OK. Give it a moment to finish the transfer. And the transfer is complete. As you see, Jack has been removed from the roster. However, if you would like to see the history, you can uncheck the active box and you will see Jack Johnson's line item showing that he has $0 paid towards this class and that his enrollment was canceled on 11/6. If we pop over to the basketball clinic class, go back to our class list, and our class tab, pick the November option, and go to the roster, we now see Jack Johnson on the November roster for the basketball clinic. We also see that he has paid $100 and that we have chosen to show him as having a $0 balance. If we had chosen to leave the $12.50 balance here, the next time he came into the facility, the cash register would prompt the cashier to collect the $12.50. I'd like to thank you for joining us for this brief CCMS tutorial. If you'd like to watch more video trainings, please don't forget to visit croctoolkit.org where you can find a full video selection. Thank you.